Every night at 3:15 a.m., my phone would ring once, then stop. Frustrated, I called my phone company, who assured me no calls were coming through at that time. One night, I stayed awake, watching the clock as it ticked to 3:15. The phone rang. This time I answered. A raspy voice whispered, "I'm here," just as I heard my bedroom door creak open. After moving into our new home, I found an old dusty door hidden behind a shelf in the basement. It was sealed with thick iron bars, and I couldn't shake the feeling something was behind it. One night, I heard faint scratching coming from the door. I pried it open, expecting to find rodents, but instead I found a tunnel leading to another identical version of our house, perfectly preserved, with photos of us that we had never taken. I was running late and just barely caught the last train home. The car was nearly empty save for an older man who sat quietly reading a newspaper. As the train sped along, he looked up and said, "This is your stop." Confused, I thanked him and got off at the station. Just as I stepped onto the platform, I glanced at the live news ticker above the ticket counter. The headline read, "Fatal Train Accident." My heart sank as I realized the train I had just left was the one in the breaking news. As I stood there trying to process what had just happened, I saw the older man in the distance, walking calmly away from the station. Late one night, there was a knock on my door. A young boy stood there claiming he was lost. I invited him in to wait while I called the police. As we talked, he mentioned things only someone close to me would know. Details about my childhood and secrets I had never told anyone. When I asked him how he knew these things, he smiled and said, "You don't recognize me, do you? You left me behind." Then I noticed the scar on his forehead, identical to the one my brother had before he disappeared when we were kids. A little girl had gone missing in our small town, and everyone was on edge. One night I was walking home when I saw her standing at the edge of the woods, staring blankly. I called out to her, but she didn't respond. I approached her cautiously, but as I reached out, she whispered, "You're not supposed to be here." Suddenly, I was surrounded by searchlights and people shouting my name. They found the girl's body deep in the woods the next morning, but the search party had never seen me until I was discovered next to her, unconscious and holding her doll. Hey, listen up. Don't forget to like and follow for more.